Young and the Restless 3-week spoilers for September 8th to 26th, 2025. See Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, Really Angry, and Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, lashing out. Young and the Restless spoilers, Audra's secrets, and the Abbott.com launch. On Monday, September 8th, Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, is blabbing to Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, about her Claire and Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, issues. Sally just wants Audra to relax and get ready for the Abbott.com launch party. Sally tells Audra that she needs to steer clear of Kyle and Claire because they are on the guest list. Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, rolls up on Audra after Sally leaves, and Audra starts going off about Claire. Holden tells her to knock it off and shut up about Claire. Audra laughs at Holden because he thinks he stands a chance with Claire. Holden then threatens Audra, saying he will tell her boss, Sally, about what they did in LA. He tells Audra to leave Claire and Kyle alone, or else he will spill the beans on how he cleaned up Audra's illegal mess. Holden vows that Audra will be done in Genoa City if he tells her big dirty secret. Sally vents to Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, about Audra as they're getting ready for the Abbott.com launch party on Monday. Sally is afraid Audra won't behave at the event. Billy thinks Audra is a problem, but Sally thinks she'll chill out. Billy loans Sally a Catherine Chancellor heirloom brooch for the event for good luck. Across town, Claire tells Victor Newman, Eric Braden, she's upset that Kyle kissed Audra and that Audra has been taunting Claire. She's also confused by Kyle's proposal and wonders if Victor was right about Kyle all along. She's surprised when Victor tells Claire that Kyle passed his test and proved himself. Victor thinks Kyle loves Claire and tells her that Kyle even offered him a deal that really impressed Victor. It also impressed him that Kyle never told Claire about it, but Victor won't tell Claire what the deal is either. Of course, Victor's talking about that $5 million contract. So, he tells Claire to listen to her heart and go talk to Kyle. Young and the Restless, Kyle's apology and Victoria's concerns. Meanwhile, Kyle talks to Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, about overstepping in his efforts to expose Audra's scheme because Kyle never wanted to hurt Claire. Victoria advises him to give her daughter time. Kyle and Victoria are both worried about Audra lashing out now that she has nothing to lose. Victoria tells Kyle that his proposal to Claire came at the worst time. Kyle talks to Victoria about stopping Audra from making any more trouble for him and Claire. Victoria promises to check in on how Claire is feeling about Kyle. Then Claire shows up, and Kyle apologizes for pressuring her with a proposal. But Claire is tired of the secrets and demands to know what deal Kyle made with Victor. Victoria goes to talk to Victor about Claire and Kyle. She is shocked that her dad is actually supporting that couple. Victor agrees with Victoria that Audra is a huge problem that they all need gone. Young and the Restless spoilers, Holden's illegal secret revealed. On Tuesday, September 9th, tells Claire what he and Audra did in LA and says it wasn't strictly legal. Claire wants to know if Holden is trying to protect himself, Audra, or someone else. Holden is very worried that Claire won't see him the same way she does now if she finds out the truth about what happened. But Claire's going to keep pressing, and it looks like Holden is going to come clean next week. Then Kyle, Claire, and Holden have a very tense run-in. Genoa City relationships and new threats. Also on Tuesday, Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, tells Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziade, she cannot wait to see Danny Romalotti, Michael Damian's reaction when Daniel plays his first song for his dad. Daniel tells Tessa that the lyrics and melodies she created are beautiful, just like her. Way to get his flirt on. Meanwhile, Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, makes a confession to Tessa, and we wonder if they're going to move from separation to divorce. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, warns Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, what Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn is up to, and we think Nick is again going to tell Phyllis to cut bait and run, get away from Kane. But of course, she's not going to listen. Claire and Kyle struggle to see eye to eye. The question is, will Kyle spill about that contract with Victor or keep it in his pocket? We do think Claire may flip when she hears it, but we think it was made in all sincerity. Wednesday, September 10th, somebody ruins Billy and Sally's big launch night for Abbott.com. Looks like Kane because Sally and Billy arrive at Society expecting guests, decor, champagne, and music, and they only find Kane there. Sally is absolutely horrified, and Kane says he's glad they made it, because he was starting to get worried. Phyllis grabs control of something, and Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, gets a cryptic message that worries him on Wednesday. We all know Kane is up to no good, and Victor's goal is to use Kane's AI software to ruin Jabot and Jack permanently. Abbott-Com Aftermath and New Alliances on YNR. On Thursday, September 11th, Billy has to answer to Jack, and it may be about the launch party going off the rails. Phyllis is busy pushing Sally's buttons, giving her advice she doesn't want or need. Again, this may be about the ruination of the Abbott-Com launch. Nick entrusts Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, with a secret. We're wondering if Nick is going to tell Sharon about the alliance that Victor is pressing to get with Kane and his super-duper AI to go after Jabot and Jack. Victor and Michael's unfinished business. On Friday, September 12th, Victor and Michael Baldwin, Christian Jules LeBlanc, are getting closure on unfinished business. We're sure this is about Michael quitting on Victor and considering this offer from Kane. Speaking of Kane, he gets somebody new in his corner, maybe Sally, maybe Michael. Sally is facing an ethical issue, and it looks like something's going on with Abbott-Com, Kane, Jack, and Billy that makes her feel very uncomfortable as the new CEO. Young and the Restless spoilers, September 15th to 19th. Let's talk about September 15th through the 19th and beyond as we head into fall. Kane takes the next steps in his big plan. After gaining a new ally, Kane is ready to move forward. Michael considers the risky move of going to work for Kane, and of course, Victor wants him to spy while he is there. Sally is going to face personal and professional struggles. Of course, Kane is causing problems with Sally's business. Billy is making risky moves and tangling with Chelsea Lawson-Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, and Adam's relationship, which could mess with Billy's relationship with Sally on Young and the Restless. Phyllis is pushing her limits, pushing Sally's buttons. She's in hot water with Kane and pushing Nick too. Also, we can't see Phyllis sitting back and doing nothing while Danny, Michael Damian, and Christine Williams, Laura Lee Bell get married. So, Phyllis is just unhinged. We're going to have Michael hiding a secret from Lauren Fenmore, Tracy Bregman this fall, and it may be that he's spying on Kane for Victor. Audra goes to Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, and begs for another chance. We'll see Billy meddling in Adam and Chelsea's relationship. Plus, Claire gets an interesting invitation from Holden. The wedding planning for Danny and Christine's big day takes an unexpected turn, and we'll have to see if Phyllis is behind this.